Big Island market numbers for November are out, so we're going to go over that coming up next. Hey, what's going on, friends? Big Island market update for November is out, so we're going to go through the numbers and get right into it. All right, looking at the Kona market for November of 2019 versus November of 2018. The first thing you're going to notice here is that the current units continue to go up again. That's still related to the recovery from the volcano of last year. So we're still seeing an increase in the number of total units sold in the homes market for this month. And then dollar volume has a huge jump in it, 65%. But the rest of the numbers here in the homes market are somewhat skewed by two really large sales. So there was a $9.5 million sale and then a $25 million sale that skewed these numbers up. So really half of the dollar volume is accounted for in just two sales. And then that also affected median price a little bit, but we're also seeing a lot of homes that are selling it at the lower price ranges. So there were 17 homes out of the 44 that were under 600,000, which is somewhat unusual, just a trend in the market where there's more homes coming on that are in the lower price point. So not necessarily a sign of home values falling, but definitely more inventory on the lower end of the market as opposed to that kind of mid $600,000 to $900,000 range that we normally see. So that's why the median price dropped 13%. And then average days on market, interestingly, is falling significantly this month versus last year. And that's somewhat due also to the recovery of the volcano because things slowed down a little bit. People were more cautious last year after the volcano was erupting. And so now that that's passed, we're back to 73 days on market, which is a little bit faster than average overall for the year. So things are selling a little bit quicker than normal. And then final listed sold price at 83%. That's an 8% drop. But again, that is skewed pretty significantly by those two big home sales, especially the $25 million home sale, because that one was listed for $35 million and sold for $25 million. So that skews the data a lot there when you have a price concession that large. And so not a real accurate representation of the market. But as we go over to the condo market, only 28 units sold, which is down 13%. That's somewhat a function of inventory being pretty low. There's not that much in the market right now. And of course, dollar volume is going to follow that down. So that's down 40%, but the median price is up 36% to 386 on the condo market. So pretty high for condos here in Kona. So that condo market continues to be strong, and people are getting 96% of their list to sold price. So people are getting pretty close to what they're asking on the condo market, and average days on market also fell to 41 days. So things are selling pretty quick in the condo market also. So moving over to land, only 5 pieces of land sold. So we're not going to go through those numbers in detail because those, like always, are all over the place, whether or not some high-end lots sell or not. So going on to the Big Island data summary. So this is the market data for the entire island. Current units was 149 or 197 homes sold across the whole Big Island, which is up 8%. So again, that continues to grow. Dollar volume was up 31%. Again, that is somewhat skewed by those two real large home sales over on the Kona side. And then interesting, median price up 9% to $399. So pretty high median price, almost $400,000. We're not seeing that too often across the board. So the median price continues to go up across the island. And then days on market, like in the Kona market, fell to 70 days, so down 20% in the homes market. And then final list of sold price at 88%, again, skewed a little bit by those real high-end homes that had a huge price concession. On the condo market, 53 units sold this month, which is up 4%. And interestingly, the dollar volume fell by 20%, even though more units sold, but that's because more lower price point units sold than higher price point units. And then median price is also up to $370 on the condo market across the board. Pretty high for the Big Island. But again, that's somewhat driven by some higher end, higher price point condos selling out in the Waikoloa area. And then days on market, similar to the homes days on market at 74, that's up 4%, so pretty close to what it was last year. And then final listed sold price at 90, 4.8%, so almost 95%, so pretty close to ask price is what sellers are getting when their condo sells, which is about the same as it was a year ago. And then on the land front, 121 units sold, which is up 6%. So the units continue to rebound, and the land volume up to 30 million, which is up 48%. Again, driven by some higher end pieces of land selling in the resort areas on the Kona side. But the median price was down to 30,000. So more lower end lots are selling, dragging that median price down, but not that much different than it was a year ago. The interesting number here is the days on market fell to 145, which is down 28%. So almost a 30% drop in the days on market before a lot sells. So that's going a little bit quicker. But then the final listed sold price was much lower. There's a lot of concessions. And again, that's driven a lot by these higher end lots that have a real big price concession when they end up selling. So kind of a mixed bag in data this month, but interesting to see where things are going. But everything feels pretty steady and the same as it was pretty much the rest of the year. So no big shifts in the market. We'll continue to truck along. But if you have any questions about this or any other part of the island or specific data points or areas on the island, feel free to reach out. Contact information is below, or you can just comment and I'll get back to you. And thanks for watching and listening. And I'll see you guys next month with the end of the year roundup on data. And we'll see how the Big Island market compared to the Big Island market last year for 2018 versus 2019. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next month. Aloha.